All right. Hey guys, welcome back. Psychic
Hi,
Shari YouTube
everybody.
channel. We're with Sherry Klein. Another good show for you today. I know we didn't have a reading, a mini read last week. We've got one this week. Jared received a reading from Sherry last week. Really was a good read, and we'll show it to you. Sherry will also be doing some reading for people that post in the comment section. Anybody that needs a read, we'll get to you as soon as we can. Hopefully, we'll have so many out there that it'll be hard to get to them all, but we will. We'll get to them all, especially lately.
Yeah,
Celebrity vision for you today. Hallie, is it Hallie or Haley?
I
Hallie?
think it's Hallie.
Halle Berry. I don't know what you came up with that. Your spirit guide told you to do her, right?
I know she's probably not in the forefront right now, but
Yeah, I
it
know.
was just spirit just kept telling me, just do one on her, do one on her. So I did one on her.
Okay. Oh, well, maybe something's going to happen to her.
We'll see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. It's one of the things with these celebrity reads, the Diddy read, the Justin Bieber. It's good to look at it and then pull it up 6 months from now and see if anything you said actually happened. Uh,
One thing though, kind of with some of mine, is some of mine can be a little further out. Some of the things,
oh,
some can
yeah,
be happening immediately or getting ready to, and some of it might be further out too. So
yeah. So,
the
okay,
combination.
look at a year from now then.
Yeah. Well, maybe not that far out.
Yeah. Then we're going to do some alphabet readings today. Alphabet messages, whether you're tuning in live or pre-recorded, it'll work either way. Sherry's going to give some spiritual advice to you. Um, and with that being said, I stole your tagline.
Yeah, I wasn't allowed to say that, but I noticed you're saying it.
I know, I know. Well, I don't say resignate. I'll
Well,
leave that for you.
resonate,
Resonate, not resignate.
resonate.
Yeah.
It sounds the same to me.
Oh, well, it's not. Okay, so why don't we start out on this read
Okay.
with Jared? I've been watching a lot of these readings. We've been doing a lot of these, and I'll just be objective. Some of your readings were like kind of a swing and a miss. I don't, no
Yeah.
offense, but sometimes I know it's hard for you to like get into somebody's reading, or somebody comes on here that you know they're not ready for it, or skeptics, or it's just hard to connect to them. Uh, and a lot of those times it's when they don't have their picture on, where they don't have their webcam on. When
Hmm.
they have the webcam, you can see their face as they react to what you're saying. Um, that really adds a lot to the video.
Yeah, but when because I'm used to only doing phone readings, and for
Yeah,
years that's all I've done. And then when I started doing them on here, I'm like, oh, great Scott! I was scared that seeing them would throw me off. So then I got used to kind of seeing them, and then we'd have some that
yeah,
wouldn't have the picture. Uh, it's just phone reads are a lot easier for
yeah.
me. I just want to throw that out there.
They are, but I mean, for a YouTube, the
Yeah.
people watching them, yeah, if we're listening to it on the radio, that's fine. But watching people, their response, their facial expression, like Jared has a good facial expression whenever you mention something that really hit home with them. That's what makes this read good. That's what I really like. So let's get to it. And
Okay.
for those watching it, um, let us know what you think too.
Okay. I'm just scanning your energetic field here just a bit. One thing that your spirit team is saying to me is that we see where you have eyes in the back of your head, which tells us that you don't trust people, or that you think people might be out to get you, and which it could be. I mean, I don't trust people either. One thing, though, that they are saying is that we do see when we go back through your timeline where there's been several situations where people have said or done things and you took it personal, like you thought it was directed at you or to hurt you or make a dig, but we see where that really wasn't the case. We do see, of course, some of it can be, but when we go back through your timeline, they're showing me that something at maybe 8 or 9 years old, where you created some sort of a persona. I don't know if something happened in the family dynamics. If you can't trust your family or mommy or daddy, uh, then it's going to be really hard to trust anybody else, because as children, we think, you know, we should be able to at least trust them.
Mm-hmm.
I do see an issue with your father. Is that correct? Do you have an issue with your father? Okay.
Currently, no, but definitely when I was younger. And it's funny, it was only because of the event you were talking about. It's because of the divorce of my mom and dad. So I took that personally.
Okay. All right. Yeah. And kids do that when there's something wrong in the family. Even they always think they've done something wrong, and then it hinders us, and then we create these personas, and then it will mess up with our relationships and stuff too. The minute I said relationships, they're kind of throwing me into a different arena with you. And we're talking about relationships for you. We see when you're in a relationship, it is really hard for you to jump all in with both feet. Is that correct? Yeah. Because there's a part of you that you're like, you know what? I've been burnt so many times and I didn't even see it. It's almost like you were blindsided or something, and you're like, it's not going to happen to me again. But are you in a relationship right now? I do feel like you are.
I like somebody, but it's funny. The same thing you just said is why I haven't. And then I'm not sure if I'm feeling she's feeling the same way. Yeah, it's just I'm trying to make sure I heal from what I was. It was a girl I was talking to before, then I was in a relationship with, and that was the betrayal. That was that.
Yeah. Those betrayals can stick with you for quite some time. You got to do some digging to get those cleared out, because you're right. You will pull in another individual with that same situation, only a different person.
Mhm.
We want to go back to something that you said when you were talking about, I don't know why I'm not jumping into this relationship. I like her, but I don't know if she likes me. Um, if how are they drop everything in my head. I'm trying to articulate it. Um, you don't want to go into every relationship like that, because then you're never going to go into a relationship, because you're always going to think, oh, I don't think they like me. So what? Nothing ventured, nothing gained. If you like this person, then go for it. You'll find out real quick if they don't feel that way. And if they don't, then so what? Then at least you know, and you won't be wasting any more time or effort or get your heart twisted up too much.
That's fair.
But we do kind of see where that might spark into something, because I got to tell you, I did see where you were in a relationship. Sometimes I can't quite tell the exact time, but it felt like you were in a relationship. So if you're not now, it feels like this might be starting to snowball.
Ironically, the last time we talked, no less than 2 to 3 days after that relationship, for the first time since I was 16, 15, 16.
Wow. Okay. So Irene says, okay, so we're batting we're batting 1,000. Irene's my joy guide, for those of you who don't know. People think I'm nuts when I go, Irene, like I'm talking to people, because I am. I'm talking to my spirit team and yours.
I believe it.
Um,
Trust me.
we do see, we're kind of switching gears again. Just your heart is, they show me on the Grinch That Stole Christmas, you know how his heart was real little and then it just got bigger and bigger and bigger. That's like yours. Yours is almost wanting to just explode out of your chest.
Mm-hmm.
And when you do that, you see, when you feel that, that is like a magnet. That's energy that goes out, and it will attract people or things that you love. We do see some changes coming up for you as well. Um, and not only in the relationship department, but it feels like maybe where you're working or a job or something. And we don't know if you don't like where you're at or you're bored with it or it's not enough money. There's something there. Are you wanting to change a different job or something?
It's funny. I love what I do with the tech. It's just, I will say what we talked about last time with the overthinking is what stalled it. So once I realized that it was coming from me, a good portion of it, that's when my whole perception on it changed. And ironically, as of today, I'm pretty excited. I'm actually pretty excited for it. My only career change is with Italy, when we talked about Italy last time, and that's the culinary world. So I'm going into a world for my health, but also because I've never actually formally learned, and I've been okay at it. It's just like tech. It's the same way with tech. When I was doing the medical world, I was good at tech, but I was doing the medical world. But ironically, I'm actually, tech is one of those skills I didn't like doing, but I'm good at. I'm really good at it.
Okay.
You know.
It's funny when you're like, the last time we talked about, and not to hurt your feelings, but I can't remember really. I do so many readings, and I almost hate to say that to people, but and I kind of like not to remember because you're always in a different place, and I kind of want to meet you where you're at, and I don't want to know too much information because then the reads might get tainted. But I love that you remember, so that's great. Um, so let's see what else we've got going on here. Um, they do show me stepping stones, and you're very careful about where it is that you go, and you kind of look around. You're very observant. Um, it is kind of a little bit of an uphill uh, climbs, or not a climb, but a walk, so to speak. It's not like you're going straight up a mountain, but it is going to get a little bit harder, but that's okay. Um, and what we say it's going to get a little bit harder, it's because you push yourself. You're always kind of pushing yourself to and raising that bar. Sometimes we think your spirit team is saying you raise the bar way too high for yourself, and then you get discouraged. And so they're saying it's okay just to leave it where it's at, because where it's at is still pretty high or higher than what most people would put theirs at.
Yes, I agree. I agree.
Another thing too, they're kind of throwing me into your back. And this, I think this is a dual message. I'm no doctor, of course, but I do feel like the back is very tight. And be careful maybe when you pick things up, the way that you pick things up. And it feels like you're always lifting things that are really super heavy or that you shouldn't. Um, so that's a little word of caution. But also, it's kind of like a dual message, because that can also be symbology, like you have a big backpack on. And in this backpack, I'm seeing where you're carrying around not only your, I want to say, burdens or issues or whatever you're dealing with, but some of these aren't even yours. To where it's like they're saying, oh, this one can go, this one can go, let's get rid of this one and that one, which that would lighten up the load. Um, um, gosh, my lips are sticking to my teeth, and when it does that, it's so weird. It's like somebody with diabetes is coming in, and I don't know why the spirit does that, but I feel like that this is a lady who knows you. I'm not quite for sure who this might be, but it feels like a family member. Do you have a mother, grandmother, something that had the diabetes?
It's funny if it's who I think it is, and her voice is more like you can hear her a lot more talking. It's my grandma Jean. If she's more sweet, loving, God fearing, Grandma Green. It's definitely a grandma. It's for sure a grandma.
But it feels like that she's very fond of you, and it might be kind of like me. If somebody comes to my house, I want to feed them. I don't want them to leave hungry. It kind of feels like that energy is coming in for you.
That's Grandma G.
And it's so funny because when I look at you, You know, in the cartoons where you'll see like a little angel and a little devil sitting on somebody, she's like sitting on your shoulder a lot, almost like she's talking to you in your ear.
Mhm.
Um,
I
and
hear.
she starts out nice, but if she feels like if you're getting off track, she can, she might even flick your ear or something to get your attention.
That's exactly
Um,
what she would do in real life.
oh, okay. Well, she's still doing it.
As soon as you said she starts off nice, I knew exactly what it was.
Well, yeah. She, right there, she just told me she absolutely loves your smile and it lights up a room. And even your energy, it's very charismatic. She's really proud of you. She's telling me you have come such a long way in such a short time. I almost want to cry in her energy because she is so proud of you. She really, really wants you to know all you have to do is think of her and she's there because you are never alone. You have a lot of loved ones on the other side and here on this earth too. She tells me that you make friends very easily. Is that correct?
That's very correct. Hmm.
And she's also saying that these aren't fly by night friends. Some of these friends, I mean, you can go years sometimes without talking to somebody and just call up the phone and they're like, "Oh, I'm so glad you're wow, I haven't heard from you in a long time." So
Hmm.
you are really really good at uplifting people around you and everywhere you go. You just almost spread just a little bit of joy here and hope even if you're having a bad day or if you're down in the dumps, you'll still try to build somebody else up or listen to their problems.
Yeah.
um, it's okay to tell people about your problems too. So you're acting like that might not happen, but
It will. I just said I was working on that with the girl that I like. I was like, I'm working. I do it really well with her. I'm a person where I feel like I have to practice that with the world too in order to actually get the bigger meaning. So
no. Is this the girl we were talking about earlier?
it
Mm-hmm.
it is, but I feel like since you asked that question, I think you can feel something else too inside.
Okay. That's all right. Um, let's just see what we've got going on here. Yeah. They are just wanting you to stand up on the mountaintops and just sing. It's like you should be so proud of yourself. Focus on why you're proud of yourself and not the things that you haven't accomplished yet.
All right. So that was pretty good. You
You're,
know,
did you notice how I said symbology?
I know I was trying to ignore it, but
I'm
you brought
never
it
going to
up.
get that right.
I mean, it's just the way you are sometimes, right? You got certain words you can. I think I have some words like that too, but it's just
He
who
was a
you are.
nice guy.
Yeah,
He was a joy to read for. I love people like that.
yeah. Mingo Mama, thanks. I thought it was a good reading too. You know, I just
Aw.
objectively, I think I'll start grading
Oh
these readings
no.
after each reading. Just just an objective outside viewer.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well,
scale of one to
thank you for
10.
the compliment, Mango Mama.
Yeah. Um, I'm going to give this a scale of 1 to 10. I would give this a strong 8. Strong 8, maybe 9. I mean, it's up there. I like his facial um, gestures, when things hit
Hmm.
home with him. So, for those of you out there watching this show pre recorded or in the future, uh, put down in the comment section what you think. Score one
I'm going to give
between
it a
1 and 10.
7.
A 7. I'm giving it a strong 8. So
Okay.
yeah, that's good. So a real good one. All right. How about we do? So what do you want to do? You want to do an ABC messages, or you want to do your celebrity vision? I'll leave it up to
Um,
you right now.
yeah, well, let's see. Let's do the celebrity visions. You want to?
Yeah, I'm just going to sit here and watch you. But sure. So this is Halle Berry. Um, Tell people a little bit what you do here. You get visions.
Mm-hmm.
When you focus in on a celebrity, you get certain pictures, certain visions,
Yeah, it's
and
just
you write those down. And I take those and I put those on a little whiteboard, sort of like artwork, but it's not like I'm drawing anything. It's already
yeah.
there. Um,
Yeah, it's really no different than doing a reading because I get visions with people when I do readings. They
uh,
don't have to be in the room. I do kind of go to their higher self and ask permission. Uh, a- and that kind of sounds funny, but if they don't want me to, then I really won't get a lot of information.
oh yeah,
So
okay.
and and when I started many years ago, I would color little cartoons, and you said that didn't pass the test, so that's why we have.
Well, that Justin Bieber, I mean, it looked like your kindergartner grandchild did.
Yeah, I know. People, well, we had talked about this before. When I would do readings, people know I don't use tarot cards or anything. I just work directly with spirit. And so I would doodle. I'd use a pen and paper, and a lot of them would say, "Oh, can you take a picture of that and send it to me?" Because they want to see their doodle,
Oh
what I
yeah,
doodle when I talk. But like you say, uh,
it's important for them. They want to see it, but
right.
I don't want to see it. So,
Yeah.
all right. So let's get into Halle Berry. All right.
Okay. All right. So let's start with the little statue to the left. One thing that Spirit told me is that she's going to have a meltdown on an award show. She might start crying. She has a lot going on inside of her, more than what meets the eye. Um, and there will be a series of events to follow, that the meltdown will make sense when more things start to come out. Up to the right, where you see the little ghost and spirits, they told me that she might come out and start talking about how she has seen ghosts or spirits in the unknown. And a little part of her feels like she's crazy and doesn't really want to come out and say that, but this might be something that does come out. Then we slide over to the Flintstones. I love the cartoon, The Flintstones, and of course, there was a movie made, and she starred in that movie. And when we were kids, along with the Flintstones, there would be the Jetsons. And Spirit was showing me that eventually there will be, the Jetson cartoon will be made into a movie, which I think would be super cool. And it said that she would be one of the stars in that movie. The next, what you see is needles and money. It said that she will either open up a center to help the homeless or open up like a rehab center. If she doesn't open it up, she will donate a lot of money to these charities. Down below is the movie reel. It's they were telling me, Spirit was telling me that she will star in a blockbuster movie unlike any that she's ever done before. And this movie will have something to do with parallel timelines and the unknown, which really touches on reality, but a lot of people will still think that this is fiction. The next down is the teeth. And this is kind of strange. I don't know why Spirit gave me this. I don't question it. I just kind of write down what I get. Said she might have a series of bad events, not like I'm wishing bad on her, but little mishaps or accidents. And one of these accidents might involve her front teeth, um, to where she needs some, needs her teeth fixed. But some pictures might show up on social media where her teeth are either broken or before she gets them fixed. Not like she's going to flaunt it. If we go next to that is a bunch of makeup. I don't know. She could already have this, but she will start a new beauty line of makeup. And some of the makeup will change colors to match the individual skin tone. So that's going to be a big part of her line. It can even be the eyeshadows might change color throughout the day, things of that nature. Then you slide over to the jewelry. It says she will sell or auction off or even give some of her jewelry away. But the money that she does get, she will give to the less fortunate. So it feels like she's very generous with her money. Um, and, that's always good. The next over, where it says depression symptoms, she will really start out speaking out um, for people who are struggling with depression. Um, she will talk about different solutions that don't always involve medicine or medication. Of course, some people do need that, but almost like an alternative. Um, it says she's no stranger to depression, believe it or not. Being extremely beautiful comes with a lot of pressure and can cause sadness and depression. She realizes that if she feels this, that it can happen to anyone, regardless of their status. Because let's face it, she's probably one of the most beautiful women I think I've ever seen. So that's what Spirit gave me on Halle Berry.
All right.
There you are.
So we'll find out in a year.
Well,
Right?
some of those aren't going to be a year. I
Uh,
tell you what, I'm really looking forward to is that Jetson movie. I love
oh,
the
yeah.
Flintstones movie.
Yeah, I do
The
too.
Jetsons movie would be super cool.
That probably, I think if I had a choice, I would do the Jetsons movie than the Flintstone movie because I
Oh,
like
me too.
Jetsons better. Yeah.
Oh, the Flintstone movie was really cool too. I love movies like that.
Yeah, I didn't see that one.
I got to tell you, I feel like I want to give Mango Mama just a little message, real
Oh, okay.
quick,
Okay.
or a little reading. If she's still here, if not, maybe she'll
I think
hear
she
it in the
is.
replay. One thing that Spirit is kind of wants me to tell you is they love your generosity, and you realize that the more you give, the more you receive. And it doesn't have to be necessarily material things, it can just be words of goodwill or compliments. But they just said it just keeps boomeranging back to you and back to you, and your aura and your energetic field, it just keeps getting bigger and better every day. Of course, you're going to have days like everybody where we encounter sadness or we have something come up, but they just keep saying, you've spent so much time focusing on other people. They don't want you to leave yourself out as well. Carve out a little bit of time each day just for you, so that you can still shine your light very brightly. And another thing, they say they like for you to be outside and look up at the stars. So that was just a little message. It just came through. They just wanted me to throw that out there. So
Okay. Well, good. I hope that helps.
okay.
How about we jump into the ABC messages now?
Okay.
Okay. So with this, we will all pick a letter. It'll be either A, B, or C. Now, don't think about it. Just whatever popped into your head immediately after I asked you to do that. Because if you think a little bit, then it's coming from your brain and not from spirit. So um, think about your letter. And hopefully we all have it by now. And
Okay.
Sherry, based on that letter, will give spiritual advice and guidance based on
Okay.
our choice.
Okay.
Sherry, go ahead.
All right. If you chose A, Spirit is showing me a blue jay, and they're asking you to try not to come off too aggressive and to think before you speak, because not that you're always like that, but it just seems like mm, there's going to be a couple of opportunities for you to uh, bite your tongue or speak before think before you speak. Um, all right. If you chose B, this is the hummingbird energy coming in. Get out and socialize. Call friends that you haven't talked to in a while. Even if with strangers out wherever you meet strangers, strike up a conversation. You might be surprised how much you have in common with everybody around you. And everybody that you encounter, everybody that you talk to, will be mirroring to you um, something that you need to hear right then and there. That's why they're saying get out and socialize and start using your words. If you picked C, that's a cardinal energy coming in. They're saying hold your head up high, especially if you are around people or someone who you know maybe doesn't care for you or you don't care for them. They're just saying hold your head up high, don't stoop to their level, and walk with like uh, elegance. It reminds me of a cardinal. They're just so um, beautiful. They just go around. That's kind of the energy that spirit is wanting you to come in with. So those are the alphabet, the A, B, and C. And I hope that gives you a little bit of insight on what spirit wants you to know right now.
Okay, good. Well, I hope that helps some people.
Mhm.
If uh, again, if you watch this in the future and you resonate with one of those, put a post in the comment section. We love to hear it. I know Sherry likes as much feedback as she can with these things, just so we know they're hitting. Somebody's really uh, getting the message. So,
Mhm.
Mango Mama, thank you so much. You will go out to the stars.
Okay.
Don't necessarily go to the stars. Maybe just go outside and you can
Well,
look up at the stars.
she could if she
Uh,
can trans or what do they call it, where you just kind of go there,
remote view,
transport.
remote view our
Yeah.
way up to the.
And we
Yeah,
also love drumming and like fire pits for her as well.
really.
Like the shamanic drumming would be wonderful to sit out and look up at the stars, watch, listen to some shamanic drumming. And if you could, maybe have a little fire pit um, or a fire going, that would be really awesome for her.
Yeah, uh, very restful.
Hmm.
Yeah, anytime you can get out in nature, get outside, you're on the ground, take your shoes off. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
connect with earth, right?
Oh, yeah. It definitely grounds you. It's like, even if you, whenever you, um, my husband and I, we like to walk around in a trail where, woods are all around. And whenever you get done with that, you're always like, oh, I feel so peaceful. Well, of course, it's because you got fresh air, you got some exercise, but it's also because you're around all the trees. And trees are alive, but they don't have ego. And so
Uh-huh.
it's just so grounding. I love to look at a tree. Number one, it makes you very peaceful. But when you look at a tree, don't just look at it. Try to throw your consciousness into the tree like you are the tree. I mean, they're not worrying about, getting off work and going to the grocery after work. They're just there,
Yeah,
you know? So it kind of changes they got no agenda. They just are in the now
yeah.
all the time.
Hmm.
So
Interesting. And we talked about the grounding piece of this, uh, which is really important for the body itself. You actually invested in some grounding bedspreads.
No, that's
What
funny.
was
I
it?
was going to bring that up too.
Oh, were
Um,
you?
I have the earthing, they call it earthing pillowcases,
Okay.
and I have an earthing mat. The mat is pretty good size. It's right there, but I'm not going to pull it out. Um, but it really, and people are like, well, why would it ground? Why would you want to get grounded? It helps your physical body too. Um, a lot of times I'll have hip pain because I owned a cleaning business for 40 years too. And when I use that pillow, which I have been using it every night now,
Hmm.
not the most comfortable thing, but it really does help with my hip pain. It can help with all kinds of diseases and everything. Um,
Really? Yeah, I know because inflammation
it,
really,
de-
you know,
yeah.
a lot of diseases come from inflammation.
Oh, and it helps with the inflammation in the body
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
And it's amazing some of the research that's been done on this earthing. And I've listened to a lot of it. And, they talk about animals that are outside. Mm, They don't get cancer. But domesticated animals, like our dogs and cats that are inside, they can get it. So
Yeah, yeah.
just very interesting. I don't know a whole lot about it, but I do know it makes me feel better. And you got to be careful though, too. Like if you go buy some on Amazon, some of those are not the real deal.
Right.
So you got to do some homework. And like I said, my pillowcases were like, I think they were 90 or $100 a piece.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's not too cheap.
Yeah,
So
yeah. All right, Maria. Um, just wondering how many kids you see her giving birth to, not adoption, not someone else's, just how many you see her having. Can you see that far into the
sometimes,
future?
yeah. Life is like a kaleidoscope. We go by how she's been manifesting and we jump on the most probable timeline of what we see for her. But then, not only with me, but with every psychic, it can change because on this earth we have free will. I love 32 years old, to me, is the perfect age. Um, all right, so let me call in your guides here just a bit and see what's going on here just a bit. One thing we like when you say you're 32, we like the next 3 years for you as well. Um, two might pop up. Two children is what we're kind of seeing at this point. Um, we see one, and then there might be where you are teetering, whether you don't know if you're going to want to have another child, but we do see where when you're trying to figure it out, you might get pregnant again. Uh, let's just put it, we see two pregnancies at this point.
Hmm. Okay. Again, that's given the path that she's on now, right?
Hmm.
Free
That we,
will. She could decide, oh, I'm not having any. I'm going to go get myself fixed. And then
yeah,
she's not going to have any. But you
correct.
predicted, yeah. So based on the current path she's walking, that's what you're
Right.
seeing, right? Okay.
And that really is kind of true for a, a lot of psychics. I mean,
Yeah.
because we do have the free will.
Boy or a
So
girl, anything?
I'm seeing one of each.
Oh. Well, she wants three. Okay. So again, that's one of those things where
Hmm.
she's got free will. I knew you say
Right.
two.
Hmm.
Maybe they
So
don't come, maybe you got two together and one comes a little further after.
Well, yeah, look at us. Well, our one sister, is 15 years older than me. And then boom, one, and then here comes three of us. So,
Yeah, I know. She was like our mother, our second mother to us
yeah,
growing up.
yeah,
So,
for real.
yeah. All right. Back to Mingo Mamba. Um, anything career wise? Kind of feel stuck?
Okay. One thing that your spirit team is asking you is to have a plan, because if you want to manifest, you need to know what it is you want. And this might be where the issue is coming in, where you might feel like your feet are in sand. Your spirit team is asking you to really try to throw all of your energy into what area it is that you want. Thank you. We do see where you might start feeling like you're getting a pull to do something or go somewhere, but you don't know what it is. If you kind of focus on what it is that you want, this will pull you into that area. Doors will start to open for you. Um, and it might be something different than what it is that you're doing now. Um, and it might even be in a totally different place than where you're at right now as well.
Ah, interesting. Back to Marie. Time frame. What did you say? Like next 3 years, did you say?
We like the next 3 years. It doesn't mean that you're going to get pregnant in 3 years. It could mean uh, you might have two in 3 years. There's the 3 year window we see is hopping. This would be the best time for, if you want children, this would be the best time to try to have children, is what they're saying.
Ah, interesting. Uh, can you read that? She's in a relationship. Um, few trust issues. You got to go with her gut, right?
I don't feel like okay. It takes me forever. I can barely see. Um, yeah. Well, right there. Um, thank you, Irene. When I say Irene, this is my joy guide coming in. Um, if nothing changes, nothing changes. You're saying you've been with this gentleman for 9 years. You have to ask yourself, why are you putting up with that? Period. So it's up to you. You can spend the next 9 years just like that. Because if you're waiting for him to change, we don't see that happening. So it's up to you to make the move. We do see where, of course, you're scared of change. Who isn't? A lot of people are. But again, nothing ventured, nothing gained. And we see that you will be proud of yourself if you do make the move. And it feels like that you will. I don't know if finances are an issue, but they're just saying we do see where that you will be okay financially. So, and again, it's up to you. And you have free will. So there you go.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it sounds like she's got relationship issues she's going to have to deal with before any kind of kid comes into the conversation because um, those things can complicate relationships very quickly.
Oh, yeah.
So
And a lot of people will think, oh, I'll have a kid and then it will get
that's
better. Or
great.
we'll get married and it'll make it better. But then, people, like with me and my husband, we were married, and in 5 months I was pregnant. Um, so
Yeah.
it can happen lickety split too. So
Okay. Well, good luck to you, Marie. I mean, you've got some things to work out.
mhm.
And good
One
luck.
thing too, Marie, I would just like to suggest. Of course, you know how to get on YouTube because that's where we're at. Get on YouTube and Google inner child meditation. And that might help you to kind of go back, because we're seeing that that things happened in your childhood where you might not feel worthy, or that just need to be healed. And this can help you, because it feels like some of the things that happened to you in childhood have hindered all of your relationships. So if you get on YouTube and listen to some of these inner child meditations, that this will help, where you can heal that inner child, and then you will find that your relationships will change.
One last thing here for her. What kind of a man do you see her ultimately ending up with? Can you see that right now? I mean, she's in a lot
Sometimes
of
they
like,
won't show me. Yeah, they sometimes they won't show me. It just depends. Every reading is tailor made just for each person. Sometimes they'll show me, oh, how this person will make them feel. Sometimes they will show me, oh, this person has darker hair, or show me some of their characteristics. Let's see what. Okay, Maria, let's get back into your energy. I'm kind of bouncing back and forth. Um, we're going to say this individual might be a little bit older. Not a whole lot older, but a little bit older. But they're, I'm reading some of her comments. She said there was a lot of violence in her childhood. Yeah, because we were in from her mother and father. So that's what we're getting back to. That needs to be healed. Or you're just going to pull in another individual that's abusive to you. So we would work on, first of all, getting out of the whatever you want to do, but maybe getting out of the old relationship, working on yourself, and then try to get into another relationship, because you need time to lick your wounds and to heal. So
uh, hair color. You see anything? Any visions or
that we're not seeing.
eyes? Nothing.
Actually, we are seeing. We do. I don't know about the eyes. We are seeing the dark hair, but it doesn't mean that it's the next person that you will start to get into a relationship with. Let's make that perfectly clear.
Okay. All right.
So
Um,
again, we would do the series that we were talking about, is work with some of that childhood trauma, because that has hindered not only all of your love relationships, it's hindered maybe your friendships too.
ah, yeah. Those childhood traumas, they can come back to wreak havoc for you
Oh
throughout
yeah,
your life.
yeah, and some of the um, some of the things I hear in these readings, it is absolutely amazing that these people grew up and can function, because some people, it's amazing what they live through.
Yeah. So, all right, Mango Mama. She's she's lived through where Maria has been. Um, Suggested she wait. Yeah.
Yeah. Huh.
So yeah. All right. That's true. She needs someone who deserves you. So
Yeah.
all right. So Mango Mama, she does have a Facebook. If you two want to connect, uh,
Yeah, there you go.
the way just bounce things back and forth. One
Uh-huh.
another. There you go. Uh,
Yeah. And and again, the synchronicity, nothing happens by chance. These two girls got on here. They have, from what I'm gathering, have very similar backgrounds. One is a little bit further along and is offering advice. I mean, this could be a wonderful friendship.
yeah, No doubt.
So,
No doubt. So hopefully that
so
they can.
maybe one of them on our alphabet message picked the B about the hummingbird. Get out and socialize and
Yeah, there you go.
oh
So,
yeah, that's fun. Ah,
all right. So let's. We're about to finish things up here. I just wanted to touch base, let people know we are still working on uh, our psychic skills for beginners training series. I know you have a hard time uh, trying to remember that. It's not psychic
mm,
training for beginners, psychic skills for beginners.
I know.
Um, I would think within the next 2 to 2.5 weeks, we will have episode number 1
Oh yeah.
up and running. So it's going to be really interesting to bring in front of people. Hopefully, people will use that to
Oh
hone
yeah.
their own skills because it does take some time. I know everybody has that kind of skill. You know, it's like you say, everybody can play the piano, but not everybody can be a concert pianist.
Right.
We all have psychic skills, but it just takes some time and some training to develop those skills. And
Right.
hopefully, this training series that we're unveiling will provide people that really want to hone those skills a chance to do that. So,
Yeah. Because this is going to honestly, this is going to save people a lot of money and a lot of time because I have spent 20 years going to classes and a lot of money and doing retreats and learning different modalities. And I'm combining this all in a free series. And what are we going to put it out every other week?
possibly, it would depend on how quickly we can get them all packaged up and put out there. But yeah, we're looking at like maybe every 2 weeks we're going to
Yeah,
have
every
one.
2 or 3 weeks. So,
Yeah, because there'll be some training, and then Sherry will give you a little homework to do, and then you'll need some time to actually do that, and then she'll come back to the next episode in the series. So
yeah.
should give you plenty of time to really practice on what she talks about.
Hmm.
Mango Mama picked B. All right, the hummingbird.
No, that's funny.
That's good.
And she says her grandma said something about what was that coming?
Oh, let me.
She should come back as a hummingbird, and that's what
Yeah,
that was. B was hummingbird. That's
yeah,
funny.
it was. Huh. Interesting. So, Maria has more questions. Um, Philip will try to come back to me if we split or if he just moves on and finds a new one. I think I don't need to be a psychic for this, but I think this should be your decision, and your decision should probably be moving on. I'm not going to, you know, uh, advise you legally, but
Right.
I mean, if it were in my, if I were in those shoes, that's what I do. I wouldn't wait for him. I do what's best
Well,
for me.
we do see where he might try to come back, and that's where it's going to be. Where are you going to let him come back, or are you going to draw the line in the sand?
Yeah.
So,
So, all right. I think that will do it for us for tonight.
all right.
Thanks a lot for everybody. Marie and Mango Mama, thanks for the
Yeah.
deep
Hey,
conversation
and Marie, right up here, I always get it backwards.
right
There's my
here.
website. I offer free private readings, and we can get in deeper into all of that.
No, not free, right?
No, no, no.
You said free
Well,
privately.
did I say free?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I'm so used to saying we do. Yeah, we have private readings that you can book online.
Yeah.
Uh,
20 or 30 minutes. So,
Correct. And then once you book it, then I will call you. And then we can get really deep into some of these questions for
yeah.
you.
Yeah. Because,
So,
um, yeah, we're getting into some, really private.
Yeah, some of this is starting
personal
to get a little private, and then we bouncing back and forth. So it's just it throws me from one energy to the next, and I've got to
Yeah.
kind of regroup.
She lives in Norway, so Zoom, you can do to Zoom, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
and so you do like online. She can just pay online for.
Yeah, you would have to go to the website, and she wants to know how to pay. So it's with a credit card.
Oh,
Um,
well,
yeah, so then you would
PayPal.
have to put all of your information in there. So
Yeah, I
I
think
don't
PayPal.
see any of it. It's all secure.
Can you
So
do PayPal?
no.
Oh, really? Okay.
If you don't have a credit card, a lot of people you could go and get a prepaid Visa or a MasterCard and put either your $50 or $75 on there, and you could use that.
Okay.
Because I get people that don't want to put their credit card, the way the world is today,
No,
they're
I know
scared to
it.
put it in, and that's fine. They can just go get a prepaid and use that, and it'll work.
Yeah, well, that's probably safest. Safest.
Hmm.
Good. All right. Thanks a lot, everybody. Appreciate it. Um, okay, good. She has a credit card. She's all set.
Okay, good.
Thanks a lot. We're going to be doing this every week, every Wednesday, 6 o'clock. Um, hope you're there. I know we've got a lot of people that actually watch us throughout the week. It'd be nice if those 30, 40 people that watch this throughout the week could actually tune in on Wednesdays at 6, but I know people have lives. Um,
Yeah.
but if you're really looking for a reading, then uh, Wednesdays at 6, that's your best bet. So,
All
um,
right.
like, subscribe to the channel, uh, write some comments down there in the comment section. It really helps the algorithm, gets us in front of more people, so we can get more people here. So that is it. Appreciate it, Shari. Thanks a lot.
All right, you're
You're
welcome.
doing
Thanks, Maria and Mango Mama, for coming in with your comments. We really appreciate it. And
okay.
feel free to join us next week.
All right. Take care, everybody.
All right. Bye.